Week 10, question 3 asks you to calculate, fill in the blanks in the table below, where we're dealing with GRPs. Don't forget that GRPs are simply the sum of all ratings. And ratings are equal to the percentage of the population, the defined population that is reached by the media vehicle. So GRPs is the sum of all of those ratings. And again, there's double counting in GRPs. So if the same individual is reached twice by the media vehicle, that is counted in the GRPs. Two ways to calculate GRPs. You either take your number of impressions that you've achieved and you divide that by the defined population, or you take your reach percentage and you multiply by your average frequency. So again, it's very similar to the formula for impression, but here we're dealing with reach percentage, where reach percentage is essentially the same thing as rating. So in the first set of exercises over on the left-hand side, all we're doing is we're multiplying reach by frequency. So in this case, the GRPs that we're achieving are 200. So you can either take 50% of 4, and then you end up with 2, and you know that you need to express GRPs in percentage format. You typically don't see the percentage sign next to the number, but you always multiply the answer by 100. Or you can just know that you take your reach of 50 and you multiply by 4 to get 200. On the other hand, over here I wanted to show you how the same example works out from an impressions and defined population perspective. So here we've yielded 100,000 impressions across a defined population of 50,000. In this case, we're also achieving GRPs of 200, where we're dividing our impressions by our defined population. Again, we always multiply the answer by 100 here, so the answer is 2 multiplied by 100 for GRPs of 200. Over back to the left-hand side, if you had GRPs of 200 and a reach of 25%, what do you need to multiply 25 by in order to get 200? 8. So if you're reaching 25% of your defined population, you need to hit them 8 times on average in order to achieve a GRP of 200. On the flip side over here, with GRPs of 200 and impressions of 40,000, your defined population would have to be 20,000 in order for your GRPs to be 200. Over on the left, again, if you wanted to attain GRPs of 200 and you knew you were going to hit your defined population 3 times with the message on average, your reach would then have to be 66.7%. So you'd have to reach 66.67% of the defined population with an average frequency of 3 in order to get GRPs of 200. And over here, we know that your impressions would have to be 50,000 in order for your GRPs to be 200 if you had a defined population of 25,000. So this is very interesting questions to ask yourself, because often advertisers, media planners and media buyers will be after a GRP goal. So they'll know, okay, I need to reach this many GRPs. How can I do it, given the media vehicles, given the reach that I think is realistic, etc., etc.